Hey folks, it's about 50 weeks to the U.S. Senate election, and you need to start focusing on how you can help candidates unseat congressmen in New England, because there's a seat in Pennsylvania now that a Republican's not going to run in the Senate, and there's lots of candidates lining up, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to keep that seat. So we risk a seat in Pennsylvania. Today's article I'd like to highlight is extremely important. So it's got distressing content, but it describes the policy of Connecticut General Assembly people like Will Haskell, Bob Duff, being lenient on criminals, which led to the parade, Christmas parade of this story. So let's highlight the story and let's talk about the problems and find a solution. Fair enough? Here we go. Distressing content. I'll turn it on. There it is. Watch. This is the drive. This is the parade that was crashed. Here's the car. Look at the speed. Barreling down the parade. Read the article. The Life and Crimes of an Accused Christmas Parade Killer, Darrel Brooks. Darrel Brooks. Here we go. Look at what this guy has accomplished. 39, used a Ford Escape to plow through revelers at an annual Christmas celebration. His life of crime started 22 years ago when he was 17 years old. Over the next 2 decades, Brooks would proceed to wreak havoc across 3 states. Okay, there he is. He's charged with killing 5 and injuring 50. 50. When he was 11, he was diagnosed with bipolar. He was admitted to a mental hospital at 12. He had no father growing up. His father was an alcoholic. His grandfather was an alcoholic. He grew up in an inner city full of drugs and prostitution, which is what our Connecticut General Assembly is bringing. Prostitution. Okay? No father, alcoholic, habitual domestic abuser. Used a vehicle as a weapon on numerous occasions. He abandoned his firstborn son at 3 months old. Charged with a felony at age 17 for battery. Charged with statutory sexual seduction and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. He raped and impregnated a teen girl. He pled guilty. He served 129 days. There's no excuse for this, folks. Escalating violence. Between 2000 and 2009 and 11, Brooks was in and out of jail for a series of crimes, including resisting, obstructing, strangulation, and suffocation. In 2016, busted again for failing to register as a sex offender. He fired a gun at his nephew during a fight over a cell phone. So he had a gun. Officers soon found Brooks with a stolen Beretta 9mm handgun and 3 multicolored methamphetamine pills He was charged with 2 counts of second-degree reckless endangerment. He was facing a 10-year sentence behind bars for the crime. The court was unable to guarantee him a speedy trial due to a backlog, and he was released in February 2021 on $500 bail. Released in February, so he had to put up $50, folks. From here, Brooks went to Georgia, where he was arrested for a misdemeanor battery with a designation of family violence a little over 3 months after he got out of jail. Prosecutors said he was in the courtroom on Tuesday. Okay? Hold on. Now all these victims are here. You have to ask whether these judges that are incompetent, this prosecutor who's incompetent, knowingly put this guy behind the wheel after he used the car repeatedly in the past as a weapon. Here we go. He ended up being charged with recklessly endangering safety, bail jumping, battery, and disorderly conduct in an incident, but was given an inappropriately low bail of $1,000 2 days before the parade. Okay? 2 days before the parade. So Bob Duff, my Senate Majority Leader, is bragging he's releasing all the criminals to save money, puts a prison on my street, Quintard, 5 doors down from me, where I find crack pipes in the street. And I say to myself, he's turning Norwalk, Connecticut into Wisconsin, which has rampant crime. Around 4:35 that Sunday, the police department was alerted to another domestic disturbance involving Brooks and an ex-girlfriend in the vicinity of White Rock School. As Brooks drove away, he barreled towards the parade. No emotion. He left 6 people dead, the youngest being 8, Jackson Sparks, and dozens more injured. Flight risk, 8-year-old Jackson Sparks, critical condition. Each homicide count carries a potential sentence of life behind bars without parole. Of course, they'll let him out. They'll delay his court case, and they'll release him for not being able to give a speedy trial. So, what do we say about the Martin Loonies in the Connecticut General Assembly and in the Senate? What do we say about Bob Duff? Tomorrow is the Fire Tree court case, and Gennaro's in charge, who repeatedly violates every law there is. Judges that don't follow the law should be sued for what they do. If another person hangs themselves on Quintard because of Fire Tree, the person next door, Jimmy, living next to Fire Tree, was found dead in his car. Why do you think Jimmy was found dead in his car with a prison next door? It comes down to misconduct of cops planting drugs. That's what Jimmy said to me. It's now admissible in court. So if people don't take up the cases like Jonathan Wright, where Lamont just had him arrested for accusing him of treason and saying what the penalty for treason was, who's going to go on November 29th to New London Court for Jonathan Wright? Somebody better do it, because I'll be in court tomorrow at 10:15 in Norwalk in Stamford Superior Court to face Judge Clark, who I never met, and Judge Gennaro, who repeatedly screws me. Why? Is Judge Gennaro's uncle William Gennaro pedophile? I wonder. That's what I'm told. What about Provader, another criminal judge appointed by Malloy? He was counsel to the city of Stamford under Malloy with Larrabee. Chief Larrabee sent hitmen to kill people, folks. A police chief. What about Winneman in Stamford? Another criminal. What about Shaw? Another criminal police chief. Am I talking upon deaf ears, or are people going to start to go to court, be a witness, and stop the madness that's across America? Look at the case on the screen. Look at the trial in the court. What's happening? This guy killed 6 people. Yeah, killed 6 people. And you wonder why Bob Duff gets reelected. The biggest problem in the state. Look at BLM, Black Lives Matter, paid by Lamont, paid through the NAACP in Stamford, Connecticut, with $30 million bribe. $30 million bribe. I say to you, Lamont is bribing Black Lives Matter. Act Blue is collecting Black Lives Matter donations and giving them to Blumenthal, my opponent in the U.S. Senate race, in 50 weeks. Now, what's going to happen, folks? I don't know. I'm going to share this video. I'm going to see if there's a response. I'm going to do a second video today about another topic, equally important. We're getting no commentary. If you look who's registered for the races coming up in 50 weeks, do we have a Bob Stefanowski? Do we? Because I read on Wikipedia some erroneous information. So he should clear that up. He should clear up that. I email him. He doesn't want me to affect his case, his election, I understand. Who's coming to the book signing in the Manhattan? Who's coming? Who's going to the Palm Beach events? They're important. Who's going? I'm going. So we need small donations, folks. $10 a month. Follow the campaign. I don't need a lot of money. I'm going to do it with no money if I have to. And the fact remains, I'll run. We'll see about the primary. We've got a lot of people doing absolutely nothing, including State Central, who doesn't respond to emails. I've sent them all emails. Not one. Oh, only one responded. One out of all the people in State Central responded. So guess what, folks? We have to get this Senate seat of Blumenthal. How are we going to do it? Small campaign contributions? Talk to 10 of your friends. Call them on the phone. Talk to them about the loss of parental rights. Talk to them about the Constitution in the Constitution state. Ask me why one guy in Stamford Superior Court, who I'm going to meet at 10:15 tomorrow morning, is suing 12 judges. Because I'm about to sue 25. Watch and learn. The only way to fix Connecticut is through the courts, folks. Through the courts. Demonstrate, peacefully protest, and figure out how to fix what's going on. Because right now, Act Blue is sending $700,000 per month to Richard Blumenthal, and he's going to fund every race in Connecticut that is an easy win. The seats in the Senate are precious. The seats in the U.S. Senate have to be won by conservatives or libertarians. Someone who will save your ass. Yeah, because right now, look at this mentally challenged black American. How many victims has he created in his lifetime due to the Bob Duffs of Connecticut. Quite a few, I'm afraid to say. 15 minutes. Have a great day. Got a plumbing job. Got a roofing job later. Preparing for court tomorrow. I have no time. I need 170 volunteers. I probably have 20, but I need 150 more. And thank you very much. You people stepping up are sensational. Thank you, Stephanie. You're the best. Best of them all. Thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly. And bless you, my child.